While you're doing
Yep,
that?
go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, I might have mentioned this last time, but anybody that needs NPN transistors, 2N3904s, or the old basic 1N 4001 diodes, get a hold of me. I got a reel of the 2N3904s, and I got 3 reels of 1N 4001s.
Well, bring down what you don't need, and we'll.
I will bring some to donate, and the club can either pass them on or sell them or whatever.
We can definitely swap out some monitors for those.
Oh yeah, now you got a deal, buddy.
Yep. I'd even clean the monitors up. Oh my, that's I was afraid they were. Ken, doesn't that radio have everything tuning built into the display, if I remember right?
Can share that pizza with us?
Wow.
I mean, it has, the display is it's just a 2-line display, but it has a keyer, it has some memories, or at least it has a keyer. Yeah, we'll see.
But I mean it will let you. There's a tuning. Like if
yeah.
you need to tune a coil thing, and I can't remember what the tuning pieces were, but it does it on the screen, and you just tune the coil until
all of your receiver calibrations are embedded in the chip, and you literally just step through and tweak the pots and go back and cycle it several times, and you get your receiver peaked. The power amp and the low pass filter is a matter of futzing with the turns on the toroids a little bit until you get the power out you want.
Oh, you mean add more turns?
Well, he does a pretty good tuning video where he's tuning up a 30 meter, and so 40 meters not normal to change the windings, but occasionally if you can squeeze the toroid or spread it out and you reach a limit, or 30 and 20, they often take the recipe and take 2 turns off the recipe and put it back in, and they get their power. But it's really pretty straightforward. No magic. Well, a little bit, but
don't bridge stuff is probably the big magic.
Yeah, if you don't do that solder bridge thing. And I looked at that 9 times. I swear, old eyes.
Oh no, you're just hurrying to get it done.
Yeah, a little
Christmas,
of that.
Christmas morning.
A little bit of that. But...
Ken, how far through are you with that kit?
Pardon?
What page are you on in the kit?
I'm done.
Is it working?
Yeah. Well, it's up and the program's running. I haven't run the receiver tuning steps yet.
Yeah.
And I haven't peaked the power with the low pass filter.
That's where I got hung up.
But I'm going through all the menus okay. So that's a step forward.
All right.
But yesterday it was speaking in tongues.
Okay. I just came on a little late, but I heard you talking about it. So I didn't know if you got further than I.
What's yours, Mike?
I've got the let me find my light here. The CQX plus CW transceiver.
Yeah. But I mean, how far did you get? Where you at?
I got up to the trying to align the. I can look it up real quick and see what page that was on if I can remember the name of the PDF file. It's the menu where you just start to align the transceiver.
Well, I might be in your same shoes.
Well, let's hope not, because I haven't. I set it down 3 weeks ago, and I've just looked at it. I haven't done anything with it. I'm at the end of my expertise.
It was me.
There is a good video on reloading the chip if it comes down to that.
Well, I don't know if it's the chip or if it's the board, you know, the
Yeah.
wiring.
You mean the
Yeah, there are
Arduino, the
possibilities.
Arduino sketch stuff, you mean, or the software on the chip?
Right. You could, yours is fairly new. Well, they're all new, but they're all going to be the version release 105. And it ought to be okay, but you never know. But I'm going to give him, you know, props to him for the quality of the documentation that he's got. It's really darn good.
Yeah, the documentation was good. It's just this idiot right here didn't follow directions. I soldered that 2x5 pin on backwards. I soldered it to the wrong side of the board. When he put that in red, soldered this on the back of the board, not the front. And I ended up, yes, Mark, I did that.
I like the red.
Cutting the thing in half and desoldering each pin.
Oh.
And then buying a new one and sticking it through the other side. So I don't know if that messed it up or not.
It shouldn't. I mean, you could have a bridge. You know, you could have left some bridge stuff.
Yeah,
that's possible because they're pretty tightly spaced, some of them. But
anybody who's ever built a kit will have said, "I have left a bridge." That is not a badge of honor. That is not a badge of humility. But the big problem is you got to go back and find it. That's the big problem. Oh, I've done that many times. You put back in the 555 days, you put the 555 socket, you build the board backwards. And the old builder's trick is if you make
I'm not the only one that did that.
Yeah, you are the only one. I'm just telling your story. That's what I'm doing. The old builder's trick is if you take the pins on the chip and you bend them backwards 180 degrees backwards, you can solder it onto the board and it will actually line up beautifully. If you're that guy. I've been told by Don, right, Don?
Well, actually, usually I socketed mine, so if I effed them up, I just turned them around.
No. This is if you goof the board up, if you lay it out.
Oh, I know what you meant. I was just messing with you.
Yeah. No, I've done that. I had a friend that
I've done a handful of 555s.
Put 120 volts across a 555 and blew the top right off of it.
I'd like to see that.
It blew the whole top right off of it.
Oh, you only do that once, that's for sure.
Yeah, the smoke gets out and you're done.
Yeah. I was across the room and the little top chip hit me and I was about 20 feet away.
What's with all the wires on Carl's picture?
Yeah, I was rearranging my shack.
My.
His wireless.
No, that looks familiar. That actually looks like work.
Here, now that's the back side, but here's the front side.
Oh,
yeah. There you go. Yeah, see, you should put up a curtain.
Or maybe a drywall.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, everything passes through the wall, and that's the back side of that wall, of course.
That is quite nice.
Mark, I see that you were testing us again today on the newsletter.
What'd I do now? Dadgummit.
Well, down there where you list all of the Hamfest coming up.
Yeah.
You added one on us this week that you didn't have on it last week.
I did.
See, I told you were testing us.
I did.
Why don't you talk about that one?
They're doing a really weird thing up there at the big Enid America. They're doing a Hamfest. They're going to charge you $5 to do a Zoom Hamfest, but they're going to have separate rooms that you can, let me pull this back up, that you can do. And you can like a vendor will have a room, or you can do some sales rooms for stuff. And I don't know the exact details yet. That's why I didn't put anything in the newsletter big, was because it's kind of vague still.
And so it's this year too, which
Yeah,
is
it's December 5th.
4th.
No, that's Friday.
Okay, you're
It's
right.
the 5th.
Well, I thought you put the 4th in there with that. But
Oh, maybe I did. That could have screwed that up. But it's from 8 to 5, December 5th. And you get $5 to get in, $10 for a vendor. But if they donate a prize for a raffle, they get a free room. So you can jump, I think, from room to room to room is what I get. Kind of like what I really wanted to do for Ham Holiday. Just Zoom didn't have that set up.
I was going to say that it sounded familiar, the setup. I think because we talked about a lot of those things, I think.
Yep, but Zoom didn't have that option at the time.
At the time, yeah.
And they may have that option now. But I don't understand. And I guess the idea is you have a table and people could pop in and say, what do you have for sale? And you can show them, hey, I got this and I got that. But they've got 9 a.m. They start a program off and Aries ARRL forum at 10 and something on VSWR and heat. Chuck Abramson from ABR down in Houston is going to do that piece. And the lunch, you got to bring your own hot dog is the problem. That's why I sent him a message and I said, man, I got to make my own hot dog. That's no good.
Wait, what? What's the $5 going for then? Come on.
Well, that's what I was thinking. And then I started reading.
3D printed hot dogs.
Get them while they're hot.
And well, it can affect the taste if that's the case.
I don't know. Some of the hot dogs I've tasted lately.
Yeah. But then it's somebody from Reigel's going to do a demonstration online for analyzer scopes. Yeah. And that's kind of cool. Gigaparts is doing a DV Mega DMR D-Star device. And then 3 o'clock, it says Enid Amateur Radio Club future events and a grand prize drawing at 4. So I think the big thing that your $5 is for is for the prizes. So that I'll leave prize hounds because they're listing tons of prizes.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are they trying to model this like off the QSO Today virtual Hamfest?
I get they're just trying to keep something going. We did one in here in Oklahoma City, that Oklahoma Ham Holiday, where we ran one all day, and I ran that from 8 until I couldn't see yellow out of my eyes. Until probably 3, I think, which is our normal timing. But that could be a cool way to do that. You ding them a few bucks, but you get some prize options.
Yeah,
we gave.
I see that. That'd be all right.
I got a couple $200 gift certificates from DX Engineering for ours.
So you bought a couple connectors then?
Yeah. I didn't buy it. I don't know. Aaron, what's his name from Midwest City, and Jeff Martin from Owasso, or wherever, the OKDX guy won those two. But yeah, that's pictures that are going by now of last year's event on my screen. I did sneak that in there. You're pretty good, Mark. I actually forgot, but as I was typing it in, I thought, I'll see if Mark will find this. And you did.
I did.
That's a good little ham fest. It's out in Enid, Oklahoma, which is out in the middle of nowhere, 2 hours north of Oklahoma City. And they always have people bring good stuff there.
I liked your article, the first one you did.
The
ISS deal.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of neat. There's a sidearm or a sidebar that.
I was going to say, I don't think they have sidearms on the station.
Not at schools. No.
Only if necessary.
Yeah, no, not at a school. They have today they started on COVID restrictions. So they're trying to, they said they'll be back in school on the 30th, and they're trying to work out the deal with ARIS that says, okay, are we going to be ready to do this on the 4th?
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to Bill Crow late last night, and I think he was jumping off of the first story floor, but I think it got him back in on the ledge. So hopefully he'll figure that out. But that could be cool. They've got. neat slot with the 4 o'clock on or noon on the 4th. We're supposed to be able to do a two-way conversation with the astronauts in the space station. They have not given us which astronaut is going to be duty cycled yet. Some of you here may remember Keith Brandt, WB9 GET. He is a flight surgeon down in Houston, and I talked with him in the last couple of days, and he, flight surgeon, knows all of those guys, and he said that Victor, the astronaut Victor, is the biggest, the guy that's really looking the best at the ham stuff. So he's been doing a lot of ham stuff in addition to the stuff they're required to do to get on the airplane or the spaceship. They have to get their license. So that'd be 5. There's 5 as of last night. There's 5 hams.
Yeah, I mean,
on the International Space Station right now.
Isn't that super that the 4 astronauts that went up are all hams? I mean, hey,
It's part of their training is that they get them that license so that they can do these educational events.
well, that new radio setup on the International Space Station, it is fully operational now. I'm not talking the repeater.
Yep.
I'm talking the radio system.
Yep.
It is powered up now, and they can communicate all over the world now.
Yep. They
it was a quarter watt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the tower that they're going to use. If I guess it will, but that's the tower it's going to be used. They've got an as elevator or as an L rotator system for tracking the satellites that goes across the sky, and they've got duplicates of everything so far. So if something fails, we can swap it out. Looks like it's gonna be fun. I'm going out with them Saturday to do a walkthrough and make sure we got all the pieces together.
Where's this going to be?
That's at Tecumseh. That's the
school.
The school K5 THS. Yep. It's the one of these 4 guys or Kate is going to talk to the kids.
But like you said, that Victor.
Yep.
He's their big ham up there.
He's the one that's Keith says has taken most to the amateur radio stuff. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm going to put money on him based on Keith's deal. He said they do not have the duty cycle set. It's still 2 weeks out, which is too far out for them to know who's doing what. But as soon as they assign those tasks, he'd sent me a message, and I'll try to figure out who we're going to get to talk to.
Who's got an alarm? Who's got an alarm horn?
Alarm horn.
Yeah.
What's an alarm horn?
Look at Mike.
Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Oh, he's laid back. Yeah, he's got his toes in the sand and 45.7 degree water.
Yeah, yeah.
Don went out and measured it.
You're supposed to be blue when you come out of the lake.
Is that the bridge up by Sault Ste. Marie there? What's across Mackinac Strait?
Yes.
I forget what that's. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Mark, that space station is a little crowded right now with 6 astronauts on it.
7. There's 7 of them.
7.
2 Russians, 2 Russians, Japanese, and 4 Americans. So
They could jettison the Russians.
yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. But
The Russian, the Zvezda and the other Russian modules run on 28 volts DC, which I think is the aircraft voltage, isn't it? But the US side runs on 120 volts DC. So that's why they had to come up with that multi-voltage power adapter thing so that they could put it wherever they needed to put it.
120 volts DC?
I don't get it either.
Wow.
I don't get it either.
Voltage off a solar panel?
That'll zap.
Oh, there you go. I bet that's exactly
So
it.
they don't have to worry about converting it to
AC and
AC.
accepting the loss. Yep.
Well, that's that's why it's DC.
That's very smart of you. Thank you.
But you can set AC. You can set the solar panels whatever you want, depending on how many you put up. So
Sure, but they're going to be DC no matter what you do.
Oh yeah.
So,
Westinghouse wins.
I think aircraft are 24 volt, not 28.
Yeah, 24 is usually
something's 28 volts.
It's metric.
No.
Aircraft is 28.
Is aircraft 28?
Is it? Okay. So anyway, so that's why they spent so much time and effort on that multi-voltage power supply thing. Whatever they were, there was multiple voltages on board. So
a lot of elevators run on 48 volts.
As a sidebar, why are aircraft 28 volts?
To make them incompatible with everything else, probably. I don't know. I don't know what the history of that is.
I think that's the only answer you could come up with.
It's
because the Roman it's the Roman width. Go ahead, Bill.
I was thinking military aircraft is 400 volts.
Really?
400 hertz.
No, 400 volts.
Volts?
What type of aircraft?
400 hertz as well,
military.
because I had a simulator with aircraft instruments and they were 400 hertz and they do hertz. You don't want to get on 400 hertz.
Well, the higher the voltage, less weight and wire you carry around.
Yep. Yeah. But you got to carry bigger batteries or bigger alternator. I don't know.
Just imagine that.
That may have something to do with it, right? I mean, the higher the voltage, the less current you need for the same amount of power. And weight, from what I understand, weight is a big deal in aircraft. So I don't know.
But that, I mean, somebody picked 28 out of the sky.
I don't.
Because 2-volt cells back in the day were probably 14 instead of 12. Maybe somebody said, "Hey, let's increase the bid here on the lowest bidder. We'll give them 2 extra cells, and I don't know, it could be just something stupid as that." That's a good question. We need somebody to do homework on that.
Well, we have FAA people here, right?
I don't know.
Who just threw up their hands?
Did I miss something?
28 volts. Why?
On an airplane.
Go. Explain it.
Can't.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? I always thought small airplanes were 28 volts too, until I found out they went back to 12 volts at some point here within the last 20 years. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Okay.
Our 421 was 24 volts because we had a tow rig that was 24 volts, and that would
every small plane I've flown in the past like 14, 15 years, with some of which were 20 years old. They were all 12. They were a quote 14 volt system, which is 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 28 is 24 volt battery.
Well, 28 is a 24 volt system.
Is a 24 volt system?
24 volt. It's 28 volt system is 24 volt batteries, or probably two 12s. Sorry.
Okay. So 28 is just the charging voltage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
According to Wikipedia,
nominal voltage.
Nominal.
Yeah, because a car is 13.8.
Sorry for you guys, it's nominal.
It's nominal, of course.
That's the SpaceX. The SpaceX terminology is nominal. What'd you say, Lee?
According to Wikipedia, aircraft electrical components operate on many different voltages, both AC and DC. However, most of the aircraft systems use 115 volts AC at 400 hertz or 28 volts DC. 26 volts AC is also used in some aircraft for lighting purposes.
Well, as long as you don't have a main bus undervolt, you're fine.
You know, it sounds like that XCD.
I hear a pilot there. Amen.
It reminds me of the XCD comic, where they talk about standards. Let's make one standard to rule them all, and then there's an extra standard.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Where's Conrad when we need him?
I just remember that you run it up and then you switch magnetos back and forth to make sure that both of them are firing.
Yeah, Conrad doesn't have batteries on his airplane.
Hey, can I make a comment on that?
You just did.
No. I was actually let me make sure let me research which aircraft this was, and I'll come back.
Okay. Facts.
Okay.
40s. Remember precision versus accuracy, Don. That was the early part of the day.
Hey,
Accuracy is my friend.
Hey, Peter.
Sir.
Conrad had
if you've got 120 volts DC coming off of the solar panels of the International Space Station, coming into the.
You're asking me questions I have no idea.
Well, I'm curious if they got all those amateur radios on. They got the newest amateur radios up there. What kind of step down did they have to do to make that work?
That's what the MVPS thing does, is takes care of all that so that they can run it on either side.
It's got to be a buck converter.
If you Google ARIS, I think it's MVP, a multi-voltage power supply, MVPS, there should be an article on it. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
I don't know what they did to it. I've read the article. I just don't remember.
They must have an MFJ.
Running 110 volts AC.
What'd you say, Bill?
They have an MFJ window pass through to.
Bet you're right. I bet you're right.
I bet that was a high dollar one.
Yeah, the titanium. Yeah. Let's see.
Well, I know their antenna on the outside for the 2 meter was not very big.
It's a Ringo Ranger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pure dummy load.
Yeah, pretty much. They said that it was important that they didn't have too big antennas sticking up outside.
Hell, they could run a Stinger.
Yeah, I was wondering why they just didn't run a quarter wave and be done with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure
they got altitude.
I'm sure that is. They got to put it on the right side. That's the only thing they got to get it. Put it on the bottom.
I mean, they got the ultimate tower.
Okay, here's their deal, Peter. I found it on ARRL.
Thank you.
ARRL letter from August 1st of 2019. 128 volt DC, 28 volt DC, and Russian 28 volt DC. That's fun. Wonder what the difference there is.
It's squared instead of sine wave.
There you go.
Well, if it's AC, that could actually be true.
Yeah, but that could, yeah. I'll laugh. It'd get rounded over in the transformers, but I don't think they go to AC. That would make no sense to.
If they're already at DC, no.
Yeah,
you're right.
the solars are going to produce DC, and storage is battery, so that's going to DC.
Yeah.
They may invert something just as you use it, but I don't see in the storage piece.
Well, if you look at the space station pictures that they show you, the different modules, if you start looking down there's a long corridor between the US one before you get to the two cross sections. You'll see on the wall on one side, they've got, looks like, you remember those old pieces you hang up in a closet and you put your slippers all in the little pockets?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, they had something a little more sophisticated than that on the walls. They had it, there's about 3 rows of them, and they're all battery packs.
Huh.
You mean like that thing at the on the back of my door there, this thing?
Yeah. But theirs is a little more sophisticated, but they had, if you look at it closely, you could zoom into it like you're walking through the space station. You could see it hanging on the wall. There's 3 rows of them, and there's batteries in them. Every one of those slots has a battery pack in it.
Hanging implies gravity, so maybe attached, perhaps would be.
Attached to they're attached to the wall, and there's 3 rows of them there, and they're batteries and each one of those slots, of course, I'm sure they're gel celled, and that's how they're charging up running a lot of this stuff on the station. It's through all those battery packs that's getting charged.
There's a lot of Velcro on the space station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill, that does look like an MFJ package, though, doesn't it?
Starkville, Mississippi.
There's I guess the left is the input, and they got a USB charger out of this thing. Charge your phone, I guess. The hell?
Marty Jew has got to be. He's got to be getting up there because I saw him at Hamcom like in the 90s, and he was not a young guy then.
He just had a birthday here a little bit. It was on I'm a Facebook buddy.
I bet it was 80.
Oh, I'm guessing it is. Yeah. Yeah. They got USBs. They've got weird looking power jacks.
I wonder if they got an external antenna on their station somewhere for their cell phones.
Oh, that would cause all kinds of grief with the stuff down here. It wouldn't be cell phones for darn sure. I remember going up in an airplane early cell phone days and hanging up 3 or 4 cells.
It puts out a signal.
I hear voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like one of the voices, right? Oh, demuted.
Who is talking?
Ken. I think it was Ken.
Oh.
PQ Ken.
PQ Ken. Cool. Well, that's a neat little device. I hadn't thought about power supply problem. This ARRL article talks about a 2-week. It was a 2-week test to test it in actual flight conditions before they.
And there was all kinds of testing on the ground previous to that even.
Yeah, that was NASA's 2 weeks.
They built. It should say in the article there's more than one. Seems like they had to build flight spares and certification units and ones that they could dissect, and I don't know.
Probably some that'll go into any
Yeah, there was more than one built. I know. I just don't remember how many. I mean, there's not a lot to them, but it was still expensive for Aris to do.
Yeah.
Interesting. Someone showed an article yesterday, and they showed side-by-side picture comparison of the Dragon SpaceX Dragon that went up last couple of days, looking in the cockpit and looking at the Apollo 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if you look at the Apollo 11, of course, you got all those little lights and the little toggle switches to make things work. And the SpaceX, if you watch them as they were going up, they were touching big, huge screens.
Yep. Well, and they didn't, this trip, they touched nothing to make a difference. It was all autonomous the entire way.
Yeah, but you could touch the screens. It's all touch screen.
Yep.
And they said, imagine how much they've changed since Apollo 11.
A few pieces of glass, a few tablets, and off they went.
Mechanical switches for the win.
Yeah. Look at how many switches are on this little doodad.
We're just going to give you tablets up there to make you feel like you're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stand by, Houston. Our panel's frozen.
Hang on, I got one more episode of Bob's Burgers to watch. No, it looked like a good trip. I had the thing on, watched the launch, and had it on the whole night, and looked like everything went as per spec. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it takes away some of the fun though when it does an auto lineup and connection to the space station instead of being manually docked.
Yep. Yeah, but they had their margaritas, so that didn't hurt them.
No.
That was the biggest traffic of the whole thing, was that NASA caught one of the guys eating a snack when he wasn't supposed to be. And they finally said, yeah, I don't know if it was Mike. I can't remember if it was Mike or not, but man, Mike got hungry. He dipped into the snack supply. And you could just tell the guy in Hawthorne, California was going to go, well, he better tell us which bin it came out of and how many he's going to put back in there. But he didn't. He was okay.
You got the munchies, man.
Yeah. Well, that's right. There should be a weed shop in space, right? They should have a place to buy your weed.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Everywhere else.
For the win, Randy.
Well, it would have been bad if one of them had said, "Look, I know we're almost to the space station, but I gotta run to the bathroom." Hey, you know.
Yeah. Well, they don't. The whatever, the Dragon doesn't have a restroom facility, so that's all carried with you.
They gotta have. They
Can
probably
you
have those,
say leg bag?
yeah. Or I was going to say that those trucker buckets or whatever they call them.
I think it's just polymer stuff.
Real thick diapers.
Yeah.
They'll hang it out on the porch of the ISS when you get there.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd appreciate Cheech and Chong lines from their movies, though. In the Tonkarita, hope the speaker reaches.
None of them are old enough to know what that means.
Hey, what did everybody think of the EMP presentation?
I enjoyed it.
Shocking.
Scared me. I started filling up sandbags and
Impressive.
Yeah, it's probably more than a lot of us are going to be able to do personally, but it was good stuff.
I've been doing more research in the last since I saw that as to what's commercially available to make some stuff up, and there's a couple of good YouTube videos as well for hams. One of them's using a little garbage pail and worked exceptionally well.
are you talking about EMP or are we back talking about how to
No, for
store urine?
EMP, for EMP for storing his radios. He had HF in there. He had 2 meters, UHF, the whole works.
That was one of the things that Keith said was don't have the kids
garbage pail.
He said don't have the kids ask how to go potty in space. That's over. Nobody's doing that anymore. Don't
wrap them all in a Reynolds wrap.
Yeah.
And Carl, your background scares me. Looks like
Boom.
Yeah. Well, I just keyed up my little.
He's trying to do his Carl Sagan imitation there.
A little QCX looks like it's already at 4.5 watts and 12 volts. So I don't know how much tuning I'm going to get. More tuning I'm going to need to get any more out of it.
Well, it's probably not that. It's probably harmonics. It's probably
that's pretty close.
That's probably the big problem with tuning is to get rid of some harmonics.
Well, actually, he does. He claims not.
Oh, really?
When he goes in there and he wiggles the windings to increase the power.
Yeah.
Then he went back with a spectrum analyzer, and the third order was almost buried in noise, and everything above it was gone.
Yeah, but that was after he tweaked it, right?
Well, yeah, maybe.
But I mean, I would think that's what you're tuning for is to knock out the harmonics.
Well, he's tuning just to get the most power out.
Yeah.
Because it'll attenuate the output significantly if it's off. So when you peak the power, it's kind of a little bit like starve tuning a Linac. When you peak the power, you're in the best balance.
Right.
So.
And that would kill the harmonics. But so you got power on it, and you're shooting out 4.5 watts on 40. What'd you get? 40 meter kit?
40. Yeah. It right now it's showing 4.4 watts into a dummy load. So that's on 12 volts. That's the target.
Yep.
Put 13.8 on it, it'll be 5.5 probably, or 5.6. So
and
that
you'll
part's
never...
okay. Now all I got to do is tune the receiver.
Yep. Can you hear anything? Have you put it on an antenna yet?
No, I haven't got it on an antenna yet. It's just on a dummy load. I got a little loop right over here that probably get hooked up to it after a bit.
That would be cool. Mike, did you figure out where yours stalled?
No, I'm going to have to go under, take the board out and go under a microscope or a large magnifier with it and look for solder defects.
Could you get any output with it?
I don't have a dummy load I don't have a dummy load in the shack. I just hooked an antenna up. It hears, it receives.
Oh,
but I didn't have any signals strong enough to get to test the interpretation of CW. The decoding part.
Okay.
We're supposed to be able to do. Of course, it can't decode imperfect CW. So if it's hand sent, especially with a straight key, it's not gonna decode it anyway.
It's got a decoder in there too?
Oh yeah.
Gee, of course it does.
It does.
It will decode really good code, but sloppy code, you get a lot of E's and T's. A lot of E's and T's.
Is that a decoder ring or what?
Yeah, it's your magic decoder ring. Buy more Ovaltine.
Yeah.
That's such a great movie.
I know it. It's the time of year again.
He's so excited. He runs up and he's doing the thing in the bathroom. And... Sorry.
The flashbacks are getting him.
Have you seen the movie? It's a great movie.
What movie?
Christmas Story.
The little things
Okay,
that
if anybody's not seen Christmas Story,
I have not.
It's a major award.
Now, wait a minute now.
Please go. Now, I'm from Ohio. The movie is actually set in Illinois, but it was filmed in Ohio and Indiana. Or sorry, you're right.
Set in Indiana, but filmed mostly in Ohio and some in Toronto.
You're right. It is set in Indiana. I apologize, but
it's Hammond. I mean, it's almost in Chicago. But
the parade is the actual Cleveland Christmas parade.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, that's the actual. That was not staged. That was the actual Cleveland. That's the actual Cleveland Christmas parade that occurs at that point in that space and that time. Yes, absolutely.
But now the thing is that book, that movie, is based on stories by K2ORS, Gene Shepard. So you kind of, as a ham operator, you kind of have to watch it.
So wait.
Oh my! How many times? I think I have the thing on DVD.
I do.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I thought that was from the 30s. It's an 1983.
Oh no,
83, dude.
It's like
83, yeah.
It's like a 70s, 80s movie, dude.
I was busy trying to get out of college and stuff. I didn't watch movies.
But they kind of dumbed down the video to make it look like it was. Yeah.
It's a completely innocuous, pretty funny. It's a good movie. It's worth
I don't
watching.
know why I call it completely innocuous.
Okay, yeah. What's his name?
Mostly
Whales on
not.
that kid, but
it's a tradition here in Indiana to watch that movie.
No shit.
To get in the state, you have to have watched it. Is that right?
I thought it was a Northeast Ohio tradition to watch.
Well, I think it's a Midwestern tradition, but definitely the people around here are fanatical about it. It's quite hilarious.
Cool. That's good to hear, John. I that's awesome, man.
Yeah. The house is a museum now.
Also?
But I forget where that house is.
Say it again.
The leg lamp?
Are leg lamps traditional too?
Oh,
Sure.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
I have one.
Major
I
award.
have one. It's about this
Major
tall.
award.
It's about this tall. Yeah.
Major award.
Yeah,
Actually,
you can't get the
Major
real
award.
good leg lamps anymore.
Oh, you can still find them.
You can go on Amazon. You can find them.
Okay, so the house is
or
in
you could make one.
Yeah, I think
Or
you
you
can pick
can
them
make
up
one,
in France. They're from Fragile.
Fragile.
Italian.
Fragile, France.
Italian.
Exactly.
So this all came from Gene Shepard?
Yes, sir. He's in the movie if you know where to look.
Yes.
Also, the narrator.
Oh, the man standing at the Santa Claus line at Higbee's is.
Yeah.
I don't know what Higbee's is, but that's probably a store.
It's the department store.
Higbee's. Oh, geez, I don't know how to compare that to something in Oklahoma, but
TG&Y probably.
No.
Big
a
classic
little higher than TG&Y.
Yeah, old school city department store.
But no, maybe a little bit of Kohl's, a little higher, a little less than Kohl's.
Yeah, Dillard's maybe.
Not quite a Dillard's, but
Yeah.
close to Dillard's. Yeah. Higbee's, because I mean I grew up in that Northeast Ohio thing when Higbee's was still there. Yeah.
Well, that's wild. I didn't realize that was.
You didn't know that, huh? Okay.
Oh, wait,
Were you there when Hallie's was there?
We didn't have Hallie's. Well, I grew up in Canton, which is about 60 miles south of Cleveland. We did not have Hallie's.
Isn't that the football thing there?
The football thing is in Canton, yes.
Well, I'm originally from the exotic paradise city of Parma, so I know where Canton is.
Oh, who was that, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Well, you know, you got to be from somewhere.
Oh, that's awesome, dude, man.
From is the important word in that sentence. I think is what he's trying to
from
tell you.
Yes, that's what it sounds
so
like.
when did you move out of? When did you become a non-Pomeranian?
I ran away in 1989.
Okay, so you're are you a Michael Stanley fan?
No.
But you know of. Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't be around in that era and not be. I have seen him a few times, but a lot of it was peer pressure. But it wasn't my bag. But
there you go. Hey, not everybody's piece of cake, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, but I don't know what era you're from there, but yes, I grew up watching The Ghoul and Ghoulardi and Houlihan and Big Chuck and all the midnight movies. So
yeah, no, I grew up in Canton watching the Cleveland stations. And Paul, where are you now?
I'm down here in Oak City.
Oh, you're down in what neighborhood?
I'm southeast of Tinker. You know where the Twin Lakes radar is?
ATLX.
That was obviously you don't know what I used to do. I know exactly where that radar is.
Okay,
I used to work on it.
Okay. I live a half a mile as the crow flies, and our neighbor mows the grass around.
All right. There may be a beer in our near future.
There may be some stuff he threw off the tower that it landed in your yard.
Yes, it probably landed in your yard.
He's not legally responsible, but
now I know where
the
the garbage in our trench out in front came from.
Actually, I haven't been there in about 15 years, but
okay.
Paul, it is very good to talk to someone from the. Look, I love all you guys, and we're going to all try to catch up. But I'm going to be back. I'm going to be down there from the for the first couple weeks of December, and we're going to see who we can catch up with.
Yeah.
At an FAA plant, FAA school. Is that where you're going?
Yeah. They're and I will probably be if things work out as planned. I will be down there intermittently through the next 2 years.
Okay, lock your doors, boys.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna try to catch who we can and traumatize who we can.
There you go.
All right. So in other words, lock up the farm animals too.
Yeah, them too.
Yeah.
They're probably safe. Most. Unless you have
I've heard about you guys.
Well, there's Wayne. I didn't see Wayne slide in. How'd we let him get in?
He rode in on he rode in on a school bike that's sitting back there.
That is his bike.
Well, you guys will let anybody in.
Yeah, we just want to let you leave. It is a cool bike. Is that your
Welcome
current
to
bike?
Hotel California.
Yes, that's the one I have now.
Yeah. And who's KW Harris? I see a name there. And Eagle Eyes. That's all I know. But trying to put a
Maybe
name.
one of our students. Maybe one of our students.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Is do I know this person or not? Maybe not.
Probably Kim Harris, maybe.
Oh, is it? Oh, why?
I gave them an invite, so maybe some of them are showing up.
Good.
Yeah, I got an email from them the other day that two of them actually that they've already started with some antenna designs.
Uh-oh. That's never good. That's never good. Homemade antennas never. I mean, wait, they always work. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's it. Good.
Always, never.
Yeah. No,
it's a definite maybe.
Yeah.
Hey,
I have one that I'm looking at making right now. It's going to be a 440 beam.
Oh. How many element?
Beam.
How many element?
I don't know. I hadn't decided that. Anywhere between 7 and 10.
Oh my.
For what band now?
440.
40.
For 440. Okay.
There's I've been looking
80.
at some different web sites has got the plans on it. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that for where you're at, that would be a good shot this direction. And
I just hadn't decided on whether a parasitic or a non-parasitic or how am I going to set up the T match, or there's one of them that even says you don't have to have a match if you do it right. So who knows?
The shadow knows.
You mean just like a driven element?
Yeah, just like a driven element, drive it straight to the driven element without some kind of gamma match. I can't find that website yet but I know I've got it bookmarked somewhere, and there's a certain way you do it with just using coax as a matching.
Like a coax gamma match, or?
Yeah, you probably, I think what it is you take the coax and you make a, my brain is tired and I can't remember exactly how it goes, but yeah, you do a loop of coax and then you short it in a certain way and you make it as a tuning stub. That's what it said. But I don't know.
Yeah, they should work out just well.
Maybe it would last longer than my HF antennas.
Yeah. The antennas don't last forever. Just they're part of this world for a short amount of time.
Cheaper.
Yeah. Ultra cheap 440 megahertz ham Yagi antenna.
So one that I was looking at was made out of PVC for the boom and just welding rods for the elements.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. This guy that I've got here on the screen shows a 5/8 inch thick dowel, a 5-foot piece of 6-gauge wire. Oh, 6-gauge wire for the elements. That's a cool idea. And then the driven element is split into two, and it's just fed like a dipole. Here, let me put this in the chat there, Wayne, to see if that's one you're looking for. That would be a good little thing. Oh, he put it on a little tripod. That's cool.
Cool.
Everything goes good on a tripod, Mark.
Yeah, he says 8.7 dB is what he
sure.
He got is what he's got it calculated as.
Here's a website that I came across. I'm gonna put in the chat. This is where you can plug in what you want, and it'll tell you the size of your elements and depending on how many gains, it even has a little graphic show you what it looks like.
Oh, I've seen this one before. Yeah, that's a good one.
And even you can adjust the side over there. Like right now, it's showing the elements at 0.25 inches. You can shrink that down, and it'll show you. And when you shrink that down, it slightly alters the length. And then up at the top, you got metal boom or insulated metal boom or non-metallic boom. So anyway, there's lots of cool stuff out there.
Oh man, there is. There is.
You want to figure this one out?
Which one?
Awesome.
Oh, what's that?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I came across this in a junk pile.
Ah.
And I have yet to be able to figure out what frequency it's for.
Did you put your nano VNA on it?
Well, hold on, I'll give you some measurements here.
Well, it looks like
you see it.
I would guess a UHF-TV antenna.
Well, maybe, but
I was thinking a 902 megahertz.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just it's a swag because I don't know how long the elements are.
All right.
Precise versus accuracy, Don. Okay, you got it, man.
No, that's called swag. That has got nothing to do with either.
The driver is let's see, 161 millimeters.
But the thing is, it's hard to get that in free space in your hands.
I have free space.
And the reflector is.
No, but my free space is right here.
Reflector is 248.
Wouldn't it be easier to hook it up to an analyzer?
Yeah.
But where's the fun in that?
The easiest thing would be to hook it up to a piece of coax and see if it receives TV stations.
Yeah.
Is there a chance smoke is coming out? Because if there is, I'm gonna get some popcorn.
No.
Okay. No.
I still say it's 900 megahertz.
I would think we've got one. I've got one.
I could be wrong.
I've got one that we inherited. The club inherited a couple that are 900 megahertz from somewhere.
How long did you say the driven element was?
110, wasn't it? 110?
161.
The driven?
161.
Yeah, 161.
Okay.
The reflector is 248.
That's a big
each
jump.
one of the forward elements is exactly the same length, and they are all 145.
Yeah, they typically on those kind of beams like that, they typically run all the drivens the same length because it's just not worth the
And they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, five driven elements.
Yeah, and I think that's
So
what's the diameter of the rod roughly?
Pardon me?
What's the diameter of the rod? The
diameter of the rod is, well, let's see, I'll give you a cross section here. Is 1, 2, 3, is 4 millimeters.
Okay. And is it a metal boom?
Pardon me?
Metal boom, or is it insulated, or are they all connected to the boom?
No, it's solid here, see?
They're all
channel.
electrically connected to the boom. Okay.
Yeah, just right here.
Okay. Let's figure out using Wayne's calculator here.
Just the driver.
Driven element diameter is.
And let's see, between each is 75 millimeters.
It's a long periodic, isn't it?
Yeah. That's my guess. But for what frequency?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. Let's see. 9.
The only place that varies from 75 is between the driven element and the reflector. And that spacing is 80.
80. Okay. Where's the go button? 900. There it goes. There it is.
Yeah, Mark, did you say 900?
Yeah, that's what I keyed in.
So I kind of keyed in 850 megahertz, and it comes up with a driven element of 165. So
there you go.
Yeah, I get about 910, 908.46.
yeah, so Mark
frequency,
gets surprised.
Yeah.
So you
That's
got,
with the.
Not so bad accuracy, huh?
Oh, I know what we did. We
told you.
Yeah.
Told you it was 900.
Yep.
And that's the driver at 163.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, 163. Okay.
Reflector at 248.
Yeah, it's definitely in that 840, 880 meter band or 8 megahertz band.
So what frequency we at?
Mid 800s.
Mid 800s.
We've got a band up there somewhere. Where's that at?
902 to 928.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I said, 902.
Yeah, but the commercial band's lower than that. So
yeah.
So you just get your file off and start filing everything off. Yeah, your nano VNA should.
Nowhere on here is there any markings for manufacturer, frequencies, nothing.
Yeah.
Why bother?
They don't want anybody. They don't want anybody who's suing them. Huh. Your nano VNA ought to be able to see that thing pretty easily. I know we did. We had a couple on a tower that I used a nano VNA on, and they were that same ballpark, like 860 or whatever it is megahertz.
Okay, well, I'll
And,
try
and
it.
the nano VNA saw it just fine. Let's see. What is that commercial?
Well, see, it's got a little UHF here.
851 to 8. I don't know. They fiddled with
So
the
I'm
bottom edge
slipping
of that
this
band.
over top of it.
65, 64.
Yeah.
So it's got an
N
VNC.
51 to 66.
Yeah. 851 to 56.
66.
66. Yeah, I was thinking 860 was what that one tested out on the. We found two of them on a tower once, and they were 860s. I just can't see that little 860 megahertz signal making it all the way up a tower. It just blows me away.
All right, I'll ask you one other question.
All right.
On this particular antenna, it's very solid. I mean, it's not beat up or anything, but the driver is a little out of line with all the rest of them as far as it's kind of upswept just a little bit at the tips. You think it's been, I mean, it's equal on both sides. So do you think it's been hit, or?
Yeah, I think it should be all the same.
That's what I was thinking too, but I just don't see where it's been hit or anything like that, or any type of damage to it. All the paint is on there. It's not scratched off.
Where'd you get it?
Whatever we brought.
Out of a junk pile.
Maybe maybe it was laying on something on those two antennas and
yeah,
kind of pushed on.
Because it's out of everything, it's just the driver here. That's just upswept, maybe
Or it's
half a
designed
rod, maybe half a rod width.
Or it's designed that way for Oklahoma wind. It's
pre-stressed versus post-stressed.
Could be, could be.
And the wind it blows back so it's straight, you know. It's a
I
tuning function.
I missed the image. Lee, hold it up again.
And let's see if I can get this in line here so you can see what I'm talking about with the
Yeah, I can see that.
It's just
yeah, that's just bent.
It's just bent.
That's just
That may not even be
and
enough.
it's not even going to make that much of a difference. I mean,
Yeah.
it just isn't.
No, I'd bend it straight, but because that's the
be
the
careful
anal
when you
retentive
bend
has
it
a
straight,
hyphen.
You might can stick
You leave it like that.
In the center and kind of ease it over.
You leave it like that, it'll just whistle in the wind.
You're funny.
Hey.
That should be good. And now I have used those on UHF. They have tuned up.
Oh, yeah?
So when you're doing your nano VNA, you might see if there's a something decent down there in the 440 range.
It's a good idea.
430
Let me
range.
get it. Let me get it out and see about hooking.
For receiving, it should be awesome. Now transmit, that might be a little wacky, but I've used them as receivers for 440s before, and they work really well.
Right.
They work really well.
Let's see, what can I hook up to it?
Not the red wire.
Not that easy.
Yeah.
Not that easy. Get that B and C shit here.
Well, Ken, have you made a contact on your QCX yet?
No, not yet, but the receiver alignment process seems to be working, but the trimmer cap is fully disengaged, so I got to go back on T1, that wonderful transformer, and take out a couple of windings.
Oh!
Anyway, but that's good because the process is working. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean you made a mistake? Weren't you teaching the class last week? Do you have to go back and
no, he wasn't
unlearn everything?
Not me.
That was Ron.
Right.
No, I'm next week after this week.
Okay. I don't know why I had you mixed up. Never mind.
They look alike.
That would be fun. I think this next week would be fun to do too. But
it is. Ken's got the good. I used to teach that one long time ago, and that was always fun. The people would always get hung up
up to my nano VNA.
But right now, the slide set for week 4 is going to take about 30 minutes, I think.
Oh, really? You want some more?
I'm going to put some more in it.
Or what?
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm going to put some more in it.
Send me what you got when you're done, and
I'll
put them on the web. But
Mark, is this going to be death by PowerPoint or what?
No.
Yes.
This we do.
Yes.
Well, we're used with the real reason is we usually run a tech general class, and we've stroked it back to just a tech class, and where we usually have a hard time getting done in the 2.5 hours we have it allotted. We're running about an hour and 45 minutes on the classes, which is good, but there's a lot of cool stuff. He's doing antennas and propagation, and you can do all kinds of extension stuff. And you know what? if you're just using the death by PowerPoint, what we usually do there, remember last time you did it, Ken, we did built-in antenna and all that kind of nonsense. So
I'm going to try to inject some videos, make a couple of videos to stick in there.
Oh, good.
When is this class supposed to be over?
8 days. Not tomorrow, but the Wednesday thereafter.
Won't be much of a crowd on Turkey Eve. So that's another reason I think it'll roll pretty fast. I doubt there'll be much interaction. So
I don't know. They've been
a test session.
Yeah,
we got to figure that out.
And there's a bunch of people still hanging in there.
Yeah. What are we at census wise? You have a feel for how many are actually going to take the test?
Last week was bigger than the first week.
Okay. We did not yet get to 47. Is that correct?
No, Lee dropped had 14 that did not.
Oh, that we're going to take it again in the spring or something, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Class.
Got
they can pay $50 for their ticket.
Well, maybe don't hold your breath on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your planning number?
We're actually getting about 25-ish is what we're getting.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's on 2 now. We'll see what happens. And the problem is that Lee is getting word that there's a group of folks that are not coming to the classes, but they're doing it in the videos online later. So that is an unknown number. But that's good, and I should go.
No, it's great. It's just logistically for the exam, it's a little bit difficult given, especially what do we have? 3,900 new cases yesterday. So, but other than that, I mean, we'll get it done. It's just got to plan it out, is all.
Yeah, I just think we do like a 6 o'clock and a 6:30 and a 7 o'clock.
Well, I don't know if they stack them that close,
or whatever the number. Yeah.
It'll be multiple sittings, I'm sure, but
yeah.
Who's on first?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not the 47 that Lee and I stroked on. It's like, who is this and why are you annoying me?
Best kind of problem to have.
No kidding. I chatting back and forth with Bob Inderbitson today and giving him some of our numbers and
who's that? He's a league guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a media PR guy for the league.
Well, believe me, I was freaked when I got that many to begin with.
Well, it's a great thing.
I was happy with your first number, and then when it kept doubling and tripling and quadrupling,
yeah,
he called. It was like every 12 hours or 14 hours he'd call, and it's like, "Are you serious?" Yes. I just ordered more books. Oh my God! If they're committing to books, you're in trouble.
I did 3 orders of books.
Yeah.
Great. You're registered instructor. You got the instructor discount, yeah?
No, he used the other ones, the Craig Bucks.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Buck book.
Buck books.
Okay.
Now we keyed it for both the Buck or the other one.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
But yeah, that's.
You should register as an instructor anyway, in case you want to buy books through ARRL.
Yeah, the problem is it takes a week.
I know.
I think first of all, I should probably join ARRL.
You actually don't have to be a registered instructor, as far as I know.
Oh,
really? I think you do.
As far as I know.
You do. Don't you?
Do you?
You have to be everything else. You have to be a ARRL member.
Well, yeah.
Lee, do you have any more of those books?
Like that.
No, I'm out. I am out of books. Matter of fact, I've had since then. I've had 3 more people that wanted in the class, and I said, "Well, you can go to Amazon and buy books, but I'm not ordering anymore."
Yeah, and I'm working on those affiliate links right as we speak.
Oh, good. I put I've got the links on that webpage, and Peter's going to put us an affiliate link on there, so we get our 10 cents or whatever it is. So that's cool.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But
something for Galen to have.
But yeah, it's that's. I mean, and I'll tell you, Lee, that's a good class, paying attention, good question kind of group.
Yeah, it seems like
they were. Yeah, you were there, Peter. They had good questions, and poor Ron got beat up on deviation, and that one always is fun. he added actually 4 slides to his talk about deviation. We can.
You're saying he deviated from the plan?
He deviated. Actually, he didn't deviate from the plan. He did the plan as it was, and then later he changed the plan to include 4 more deviate slides.
He supplemented.
There you go.
So he deviated from the deviation plan.
Correct.
He supplemented the deviation.
But yeah, that one got him in that quest. Those Q&A things always bite you because they have stuff in the Q&A that they don't.
I was happy when they were asked the questions, they were getting them.
Oh yeah, they were good. I sat back and laughed. It's like, oh man, I'm glad mine was the first one.
That the only problem with that slide set, I thought it would have benefited if we'd had some video of an oscilloscope showing AM versus FM, because when you see it moving, you kind of get the gist of it.
Well, I've got some video that does, or some movie things. That's not a bad idea. Look, GIFs is what they are.
Because
that's not a bad idea.
You know, when you see the amplitude being modulated by the voice, and then when you see the frequency being modulated by the voice, it, for me at least, when I saw that, it was like, oh, now I get it.
And then I went ahead and told him the real meaning of FM.
Oh, jeez.
No. The
always one.
The right answer is none of that matters for the test. And
yeah,
that's the right answer. And that once you get there, you will get better. But yeah, that's always a sticky one when they do that one to you. That I didn't want to go there, but I'm there. And
can't turn around now.
Yeah, we're in the mud. And Ron sent those over the other day, and I put them together, and we have them for next time. And if anybody downloads them from the class, they will have them now. But no, that's a great class going through, and I think long term, you know, somebody outed us on Facebook, and it got all over the state for hey, there's a class going on. It's online in Norman. It's free. So I don't have any idea how many's there. I've changed the wording.
Well, it wasn't me because I'm not on Facebook.
No, it was. I know who it was, and I'm glad. But you know, our goal was to get the tapes made and then announce it. But they. I know I know of 8 different Facebook groups that have had that slide up there, and that's super. If they, if we can do this for long term, I've actually changed the wording on the page to say the tests are free in Norman, and if you wish a $15 test, here's on the ARRL site where you can go get. You can find the test in your area. So if there are people from across the country that want to do that.
There's seems like there's a Laurel test group up in Tulsa or Owasso or something.
Yeah, they and Northwest has done a bunch that way. Gary Riesenhoover, that group up there in Elk City, they
Very
are.
good.
We got them hooked up on Laurel.
Good.
They're doing great stuff. And I got the new band plan in there, Peter. Thanks for noticing that. That's
okey-dokey.
That I wouldn't have. I was sleeping right through that one. Let's see, where's his deviant stuff? And I moved his stuff all over to the new. I like that new layout, the ham radio license course by the ARRL. That's a good looking slide deck. There we go. There's his modulation. What? Where'd it go?
I gotta jump, guys. I got an early morning tomorrow.
All righty. See you later. Glad you
See you
stopped
later,
by.
John.
See you next week.
Take care. Be safe.
All right. You bet. You too. Bye.
Thanks. I love his first slide on that. It says FM modulation's a little tough to understand. Yep. It warps your brain.
And yeah.
He was so frustrated on the phone. It was kind of funny. It's like, it'll be all right.
Who was that?
John, Ron Laspiza.
Laspiza?
Yeah. I said, they don't need to know all that for the test, but
No, I don't.
It helps.
Damn it.
Have I done here? Damn it.
This is I like the way that this is split up the way that it was done back in the 80s and modularized the thing, and that I think seems to work very well the way we've got it. But it bounces around, and both books bounce around a little bit different, so I've got that documented and everybody can follow along. So who else is building something or doing something? Randy, what do you got building? You know nothing? Is that what you're saying?
No, I got everything back up, so I'm pretty much happy with it.
After the big ice debacle?
Yep.
How are your neighbors taking to your tower?
They haven't said anything, so I'm gonna leave it where it is.
That's wonderful.
Element so you can get free HBO.
Well, it's technically not an antenna. It's a tower.
Right.
And the guy wires you have on there holding the tower down.
Right.
Funny. Oh, well. But yeah, that class is going. Ken is good. I did a test with him yesterday on tomorrow night's class for the technical setup, and he's good to go. And I agree with Ken. That's the fun one where you capacitors and resistors and all that stuff.
Give us an opportunity to tell some big tall tales there.
Yeah.
As long as that makes sense in the test.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's doing tomorrow?
Ken Goodson.
Okay.
KA5KXW. He's same guy that did it last year. He works with me at the office.
So you're going to have to stick to the slides a little closer this time, because I know last time he had a bunch of whiteboard presentation.
Well, he was working on drawing on the screen. So
okay, that'd be cool.
So I don't know what he's planning to do, but
a little more dynamic.
Yeah, he was finding all the kinds of stuff to write on things and highlight, and I don't know what he'll end up doing, but yeah, that's a bummer. You can't pass around a resistor and a capacitor, and
yeah.
But again, this is for the test.
Big pictures.
3D printer, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yep.
We might have a been working with Lindell's Radiodity and playing with that code plug, and really simplified the code plug on it. When we're done, this might be worth playing with if you use open GD77.
Send it when you're done. Send it over, and I'll put it on the web. And,
because he's all you got to do is select the repeater with the up-down key and the talk group with the left-right key, and you just fly through it real easy.
Yep.
It's sure a lot easier than going down in the menu, dragging this up, picking this one, and then having with the open GD77, it gives you a lot of opportunity to make it easier to use. I like that. In fact, I like that enough. I might want to get one of those little radios.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to put mine open too.
Yeah, it works real good, and that open GD 77 CPS is a real easy program to work with.
Yeah, I've read a lot about it. I've read just about everything that he's done. I really like his work.
You can do the firmware upgrade from within that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go out and do a separate program to get it.
He's got all the code available on GitHub. and you can actually compile. I've actually compiled the whole thing, and it's good. He's got some good ideas in there. Really does.
Really has. The only shortcoming is it doesn't do texting, but they're playing with that or thinking about it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've just never done that.
Yeah, but most
Peter,
of us, that's okay. Yeah, Peter
yeah.
wouldn't be too happy with that, I think.
Peter Core is the one that every time I turn my radio on, there's a text from 2 months ago. It's like, I don't remember how to do that. Where's that stuff?
Crap.
So anyway, all I got to do is just click on the share screen and push my computer into the program, right?
Yeah, you want to do it now? I can set you up. Let's set you up. Which pictures?
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah,
Easy
we did.
peasy.
Bill and
It's
I
so
did
easy,
it.
even I could do it.
Let's see.
Well,
Bill and I
maybe
did
not
it.
that easy.
We got Bill going hot and heavy. He was hard at. Is Bill still there? Yep, he's hiding, but he's there. You should be a co-host, and all you have to do is hit the big share screen on the bottom whenever you're ready. And
okay. That's cool. That's not what I want.
Well then.
Well, yeah.
Get a flight up there.
I don't know, something Earl's doing.
What have you got on there? Nothing?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Well,
just our ugly folks.
Oh, you don't see the porn?
Nope, nothing's shared yet.
There, I'll make it louder for you.
There you go. What are you sawing on there, Earl?
I'm just trying to clean the oxidation off this aluminum.
Good on you. Good on you.
okay. Oh,
Hey, there you go. You're sharing. We see nothing yet.
gaining on it, I think.
There you go.
There it is. Okay.
see
Well, this
the-
is just a PDF,
Okay, yep.
but I'll
You'll do power.
yeah.
Why don't you bring the PowerPoint up? Because Ken, when we did it, he had one of the newer PowerPoints, and it put the display screen on one screen, and it put the presenter view on the other one. And,
Okay. Let's
we had to gyrate to make that flip over.
Well, that's a PowerPoint too. Now wait a minute.
That should do. Oh, you're doing Libre. Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
That should be.
That created some minor adventures. Okay, so I can start slideshow, and
Beautiful.
so now we're rocking, right?
Beautiful.
Okay, no worries.
Beautiful.
All right, let me stop share.
You got it. You figured it out. Now, if you do videos and you want to send audio with them, when you share, when you hit that green share button, go ahead and hit the share again.
Okay.
You will see something on the very bottom of that panel that says send the computer audio or something like that. Send the computer audio with
share a computer sound. Okay, yeah.
That you got to check that one. That's what the guy at Ham Holiday forgot.
What I'm not sure about yet is I may just do live voiceover on the videos.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, if that's the case, then you don't have to do that. But if you're sending video with audio or audio with video, that you have to check that box as you show up, and then it will send your computer audio over.
Okay. Well, I'll set up a final copy of it between computers here and see what happens.
Yep. Very cool. Very cool. What do you got running for verticals? Did you finish your DX Commander?
I have left it down after that storm, and then we had all the wind.
Yeah.
And I put a 20-meter, a new 20-meter element on it with some 3/16 solid copper. It's some pretty nice material. And when I was peaking it, tuning it, I took that extra ½ inch off.
Huh.
So
Oops.
I'm going to go back before I stand it up and take a piece of tubing and put it over the end to make an adjustable tip on it and get it tuned with that and then grip it. And then I'll stand it back up again. Anyway, when I get ready to do that. So
3/16 copper, is that like
solid
copper
it's
hookup wire, or what?
It's what it was is it looks to me like it's a winding out of a welding machine, like a yeah, it's a 225 or maybe a commercial heavier. It's some nice copper. In fact, I got a little piece of it right there. It's
my!
It's where's that camera?
Up a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, it's solid.
Oh, what transformer did you get that out of?
Hey. Well, I figured that ought to be pretty stable. I also think I can probably use it for grounding if I just want to drive a hole and push this stuff down in the ground. It ought to make a pretty good ground.
It's stiff enough, it'd probably work.
I think it will. I don't think I could drive it in the ground, but I could take something else and make a hole.
Well, we've got that water pipe thing that you can just build a water pipe hole.
Yeah,
that's legal now.
That'd be real easy. Pardon?
No, different kind
Water
of water
pipes
pipe.
are legal now, so
Different water pipe.
Yeah, just bore a hole with a hose, basically, or a piece of pipe.
We just what is that? Is that conduit, Wayne? The one you've got from Gary?
It is electrical conduit. It's 10 foot long. It would make a really long smoking pipe. But yeah, it's got a fitting on the end that you took a water hose up to, and you just turn the water full blast and drive it in the ground. I've used it 3 times.
I'm going to be sorry when this is all gone, but that's be fun while I got it.
You'll find something else.
Yep.
That'd be great for like what Wayne was talking about for a beam, a nice UHF beam material. That kind of thing would be good.
Yeah, I've got some flat copper, like this stuff.
Huh?
About 3 inches wide. I got a roll of it. Just don't know what I'm going to use it for yet.
Got to be something you can make with that.
Make you a bow tie.
Yeah, you can make a hat.
Pterodactyl.
Bow tie, a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Who said pterodactyl?
He's got to stop sniffing glue, though.
Yeah. Make a brooch, pterodactyl.
Do what, man?
Rapunzel.
I done graduated.
To the tower.
God. It's getting stupid.
This guy in this cheap beam used 10 pack of clothes hangers wire. You just use clothes hanger wire. I guess why not? You don't have to solder to those driven elements and the reflectors and the directors.
Clothes hanger wire is not very stiff.
Well, for a UHF beam size?
Yeah.
You just cut the long part out of it and you're done. Huh. He did four elements, 11, 18. Oh, that can't be right. Oh, that's the offset. There we go. 11 3/4 for the two directors, and then the front director was 10 3/4, and the reflector, back reflector was 13 inches.
Where's that?
And the driven was 12.5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements is what that one is. That's in that first
Audio
link.
from the International Space Station.
Okay, here's his driven. Ha! He says use a 300 ohm to 75 ohm TV antenna balun to connect the antenna. That would be about right.
6 to 1. Huh?
I used to know a guy that used 300 ohm on his ham antenna and his dipole.
Use it for receiving, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Technology you guys are bringing to the table, so I'll stop talking. Thank you. Sure. So just a few words about the technology behind
What are you
it.
listening to, Mark?
Like what we've been shooting IVA, where you.
He probably doesn't realize he's not muted since he has his headphone on.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, the Aries net's coming on. Got to turn that up. Let's see.
And there's Lee's pocket.
What does it mean when you got a bunch of old dudes staring at some guy's pocket?
Last week it was his butt. At least he's turned sideways this week.
On uphill.
Tell him he needs a new wardrobe.
It means you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Greenleaf's second law is anybody can work under optimum conditions.
Mark Klein?
Yes.
I believe I've got those links properly marked now after fighting with the Amazon link generator and what I consider the stupid editor in WordPerfect. WordPerfect. Good Lord. WordPress.
Don't say stupid and WordPerfect in the same words. That was good at it.
I know. I corrected
of that
myself.
still somewhere.
Reveal codes, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
F12, wasn't it?
F3, I think.
F3?
F12 was something different. Now you're making me. Okay. Yeah, I think it's right now. Certainly the text links are correct because it shortens them. The image links, I think, are right. It's kind of hard to tell, actually, but.
35nor.org/tech.
I think I fixed all your typos too. I'm not sure.
Good. Did I have typos?
Just saying.
Good. Takes a village. Okay, text link.
Okay,
we're going
so when you
this
click
got a
on
short
that,
link. Yeah.
Yeah, that one should be the short one. When you click on the I had this in speaker mode. I hate that. When you click on the image, it should take you to the same place, but it's a different
NA1SS talking to amateur radio operators.
We'll mute him.
Thank you. Yeah, so the other one, because it has the image embedded in it, it's a different girl, but it should say scars in it somewhere. If you look at the raw URL.
Yeah, Scars Amateur is what it says.
Okay, very good. That'll get us money then.
And the shortened one, the short one's the same.
Us money. Yeah, it goes the same.
Why don't we use the same link for both?
Because it doesn't have the image.
You don't have to. You can do the same link.
If they change the image, it just changes. So.
Oh no, it's okay. Oh, you did the image and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you're spiffy. I just would have left my plain old boring image in there.
Yeah.
Aren't you spiffy? Okay, so there's the link there, and it's put it in the Amazon class, and up at top is
and I added they really want you to add a little thing telling people that it's an affiliate link, so I put a little thing in there that says we get a kickback.
Good.
Mute that guy again there.
He keeps unmuting himself.
He's here, and I keep whacking that mole, and it comes back on.
We're happy you're trying to contact the space station.
Which size tin can do you need for that?
I haven't used a tin can antenna in a long time. What was it? The oatmeal can? Oatmeal?
Something like that.
Oatmeal? Wow.
Yeah, it's number 10 can.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, good. So you got both of those in there. Look at that. That's that. That's got the other one.
Yeah.
Aren't you a good person? And you got the affiliate link that says.
Yeah, the affiliates is, man, for a guy with $200 billion, it's awfully stingy. Because we used to make more from the affiliates link, because if you clicked on it and then bought something else, we'd still get a kickback. I think they've, from their point of view, fixed that, but from my point of view, broke it, because I think you only get the kickback on the item you advertised. We're just not getting the revenue from that we used to get.
Well, we don't have it anywhere on the site.
Yeah, we do on the VE page.
I looked for it the other day. I was trying to cheat and just.
Which are you talking about?
Amazon free money from Amazon. Now that's different from Smile. Smile is anybody that goes to the Smile thing, we get a half percent of whatever they buy.
Yeah.
The affiliates, it's a variable, and it's usually it's more than 0.5%. It's like 5% or something. For now, it appears to be just for that item, which is fine.
I don't see it on VE Reg and license.
Oh, VE Reg, no. License is the place.
You said VE Reg.
No, I said the VE page.
Oh, VE page. Oh, I'm sorry. Precision versus accuracy. We'll go back to that, Don. I don't see.
I may have taken them off because I got so fed up fighting with the thing.
I think you did. Now that you say that, I think I remember you saying, "I'm sick of these things." Blah 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 blah. Yep, but we could just copy that straight over.
Oh no, they're text links. There's no images.
Oh.
I got fed up with trying to get the images to work right, and so
copy them over here.
That's there.
Just copy that whole chunk in here.
Well, I could do that now, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you did all the work. Might as well get paid for
Yeah.
it.
Are you doing another correct radio amateurs? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Should have one up there. Oh, that would be good.
What about KG5 MXA Lucky?
Yeah, put it on the affiliate link thing.
First, it's first edition out there.
Count only, no traffic.
I think if you buy it, it's got the current one. Do they have something not?
I don't know. Hang on. It's from 2016.
Well, that might be when I put it up there, but the stuff is there. I'll go order one and make sure. I still get money every once in a while.
Well, let me know and figure that.
I'll figure it out, make sure it's good, and then we'll put it on there.
I have a question. I'm confused about something.
Are you? I have a question. I know you're confused. I don't have a question. I know you're confused about.
I'm confused about having a question, but anyway. Okay, this has to do with the. I got to go back to the. So you said that it is the last day.
Hang on, let me get rid of Lee's audio there.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay.
So you said the 25th is the last session?
No. Oh, the class? No. I didn't even hear the left turn. Okay. Tech. The last session is 16th. Galen's week 7 is Galen.
16 was yesterday.
December
16th.
December.
Somebody said Turkey Eve. That's the reason I got confused.
Oh, that's Ken's class. Ken Sanborn's class.
Okay.
Turkey
so
Eve
16th is the last session. And when are we going to do testing?
Well, we got to discuss that. We should get together and.
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
it comes.
Well, I mean, you're not going to want to wait too long after.
No.
The 17th.
It depends how many people, and there's a bunch of different variables that play into it. I'm kind of thinking maybe a Saturday session, like that Saturday, but where we have like 2-hour blocks, where we only have like 5 or 6 people come in at a time.
I think that'd probably be better because we probably, if we're going to have a lot of people.
Yeah, we don't want a bunch of people in the same spot at the same time. So.
Okay, well, I understand. That's
Yeah,
why I was
so
so
it's
confused when I heard Turkey Eve. I'm like, wait, that quick?
Now you know the panic that Lee and I went into.
good problem to have. I keep saying.
Yeah, no, yeah. We got too many people wanting to take a test. What
That's a great problem.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
If we have to be here till midnight,
then that's what we'll do. Well, actually, I prefer to get it done by 9 so they can get their license that day.
Well, those that come in by 9 have to bring pizza.
Okay, I fell asleep 3 times now, so I gotta go.
Okay.
Really?
He was making fun
really?
of you.
You asleep?
It's that cold Michigan air.
You didn't snore enough like Phil does, so that I didn't have to mute your mic.
But we were trying to get a warm pan of water up there close to you.
All right. See you fellas next week.
See you,
Good
Mike.
night, Dallas.
Hey, Mike, take care.
See you, Mike.
Wave at
Bye.
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 Oh, my mic's not. Hey, I'm gonna get going too. I will see you guys at some point.
See you, Peter. Have a good one.
Later,
Oh,
Peter.
you're just bailing because Galen just came in.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I get to go.
Bye.
I go next to
See
look on the
ya.
net.
Thank you, Peter.
Hey, Mark.
Yep.
The space station is busy right now on the radio.
Which radio?
2 meter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Well, they're talking with a variety of hams. Even got isn't her name Kate? Even got her or Kathy or whatever her name is.
But not
Kate,
too
yeah,
years.
Kate's her name's Kathleen, but Kate is what she goes by.
Yeah,
so.
Kate. Yeah, she was talking.
What is that, channel 11 or channel 19 or what is that on?
That's at uplink, downlink.
145.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I'll tell you. Hold on a minute. Let's say 145 990 is the uplink, and the downlink is 444.350, something like that. No, 443.700.
Well, that's interesting.
That's Scars. That's her repeater.
No, wrong one. 444.350.
That's better.
Yeah, you're right. I flipped the switch.
Yep.
So according to this app, the ISS is over South Africa right now. So either the app's wrong or you're listening to it from South Africa.
I don't know. That's good. Let's see. I've got a locator on
echolink.
Yes.
Oh, it's echolink.
Yeah. Sorry.
That makes more sense.
Thanks, Wayne. What channel on echolink is it?
Hold on.
Yeah, because my app says it's flying over.
You're on the net
right now.
Let's see. Bottom of the. Where is the ISS station? Astro viewer site.
Hold on a minute. I lost it. Hold on.
Yep, it's over Africa. Well, it's over the water now. Splashy, splashy. Right at the gray line. That's cool.
It's flying over, fixing to fly over Madagascar, little island.
Yep.
Where they film stupid movies. I'm sorry, did I say that unmuted?
Since I don't watch movies, I have no idea what you're talking about, but yay. Oh, it's just chugging along. Yeah, they've got five hams up there now. I have to pull out the echolink.
Lets us know where it is. I'll put it on my repeater.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Mark's still looking. Mark, where's it at?
K4RTV
Okay.
dash L.
Mr. Lockett, what are you doing? We see you.
Repeater link.
K4RTL. Romeo Taco Lima.
EIO.
K4RTV dash L.
Oh, RTV.
K4 what?
RTV-L.
I think Bill's figured it out.
He's got a grin. He's got a grin on his face.
Oh, what you can do with technology now.
There's 7 people on there right now.
You guys are sick.
I'm not finding RTV K4. RTV.
Underlinks.
Oh.
That really Bill, or is that
That's somebody that unfortunately looks like just like him.
they look more like Phil with that cat?
Yeah, it looked like Sonic. All right.
Thanks, Galen. I don't know.
Well, guys, I'm going to sign off of here, and been good seeing you.
Good to see you.
See you soon.
Bye,
Mr.
Sam.
Mr. Band plan.
Me too, guys. Dinner's here.
Yeah, I finally figured out how to put a background. Actually, this new computer, I've got the camera. I can put a background up. So I just haven't found anything really cool like a cat or anything, on my head to put up in the background. But I'm going to be working on that. So,
there you go.
See you later.
Oh, we got double trouble. We got 2 Galens.
We'll see ya.
We got 2 Galens. How do we have 2 Galens?
I don't know.
Somebody's screen sharing.
The one guy's got his camera pointing at his screen.
Yeah.
Oh, Earl. Now I see it.
Be careful. We'll
I'm
put a
trying to
camera
get
in your head.
I'm trying to get a kitty cat on his head, but he won't lean back.
Lean
Yeah,
back,
they're
Galen. Lean back.
definitely not very cooperative, aren't they?
Did you get it, Mark? Did you pick it up?
No, I'm not.
Go to the conference.
Yeah. Station node types. There we go. I got it. Finally, I got over there.
I think this is part of the goodwill of ham radio.
I don't think you heard me, Galen, but thank you very much for the comment on the net.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay.
There it goes. right there if you get to the right spot. Man, I haven't used this link, this echolink in a long time.
I'm not getting to them though.
Yeah, it's not connected. It's still whirling around.
Yeah,
Connect to the conference.
Yeah.
Which conference is hooked up?
Florida.
Okay.
This has absolutely nothing to do with ham radio, but it sure is fun.
Yes.
It's you.
Right now, it's the only way to talk to them up there. Everything else is busy.
Yep, I got to Florida. I don't hear any audio yet, but
Where's this? Which aircraft are you guys talking to?
ISS, International Space Station.
Well, we just tried to get into that a little while ago while it was going overhead.
Well, it's on echolink, so it's picking up off
okay.
of NASA's Telebridge.
They're cheating.
Yep. W5. This is Lid Harry George has got it hooked up to a repeater somewhere in Blanchard, wherever that is. Mark made it in.
I was in. I got knocked off.
Oh. Are they talking? I don't hear any talking.
Oh no! I now know why I was knocked off. The ISS kicked out. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. They're all sitting there waiting to see if it comes back on.
Are you hearing audio on that channel?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
One of them said to the other one, he said, "Hang on a minute, see if they come back."
Probably a Tidris handover. Handover, not a hangover. Different things.
Yeah.
I'm not getting
It was on there. It was on there a minute ago, and then
No, the hangover is tomorrow.
Yeah. When I got kicked out.
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
There it is.
Yeah. You didn't have your audio on.
I don't think they were saying anything.
They're probably trying to figure out why it kicked out.
Yeah.
That's not good when they lose the audio up there.
Well, it could be a Tidris handover. That part of the world probably is switching.
Well, maybe they had to go to the restroom, you know.
That could be.
Yeah, but they've got satellite. They've got dish communication.
Yeah, but they have to switch between contacts. I mean, between satellites. There's 3 different interface points, so
Well, that's true.
they lose, and maybe something didn't come up.
That's not good.
That's right. K4RTV NASA.
Yeah, that's the one that was monitoring them earlier.
Yeah.
And
That looks like it's a NASA repeater or that's that.
Yeah, and well, they had the other one, the ISS NASA, like I said before, I got knocked off. And then all of a sudden they lost their link, and he's still trying to pull it back up.
Are you hearing anything now?
Not at the moment.
Last thing I heard was that bridge announcement. Bridge ID. Robert Koch out of Westminster, Colorado.
I'll try again tomorrow to see if I can hear them talking up there on the space station.
Yeah.
Somebody, if you got that many hams up there, somebody must be, be talking.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out schedules, is what Keith said. So
Well, they're all going to want to at least learn how to play with it up there.
Yeah, that's true.
So they got to, in between getting ready for the schedule, they've all got to get comfortable with equipment that's up there.
They got 6 months though.
Yeah, but they're having to do that between all the projects they got to work on.
Yep.
I don't figure that those 7 get that much time off.
Nope.
You know, you're just goofing around up there anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably getting their sea legs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Does that channel have a lot of stuff coming out of NASA?
Yes.
The K4 does, or the Florida?
Yes.
I guess Florida's a NASA.
Yeah, Florida's the main NASA hub, and then the K4 does a lot of. I'll tell you the one you should be listening to on there. You won't hear much of it right now, but all the hurricanes that's hit the Gulf recently, you got to listen to the hurricane one on there.
Yeah, WX Talk. Yeah.
Man, they're busy.
I usually have that on at work when we're doing hurricane stuff.
Yeah, only when there's hurricane on affecting U.S. property.
Yeah. Yep.
And the Saturday evening practice net.
Yep. Cool. Cool. So who's got a project open? Anybody doing anything?
Yep, I'm working on a back panel for an HF radio kit.
Back panel. What's a back panel? Power?
That's a back panel.
Building 316.
Good morning. The
patch cords.
International Space Station time is 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Okay, thanks for telling us the time.
I'm building some 316 jumpers.
Oh, cool.
For the SMA.
You crimping ends on, or what are you doing for the ends on that?
Soldering.
Soldering SMAs, or you're soldering the other?
Well, right now I am building a BNC that is made for 316. Let me find it. There it is.
Oh.
It's made for 316. And it's got one little tiny, let's see if you can see it here.
Yeah.
It's a white spacer.
Insulator?
Yeah. I think that goes in barrel. You put the center pin in first, and then put this in. And then the long metal piece in behind it.
Cool.
At least that's what I'm going to try.
Cool. If you don't have any extra parts left over, you did it wrong.
Okay. Thank you for the encouragement. I love 316, but geez, it's hard to work with.
Hey, did anybody get their new QST this month?
The paper version?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't ever look for mine. Is it out yet? The digital just came
Oh,
out.
some guy just posted on Facebook that he got his. I hadn't got mine yet.
Yeah, I got one.
I don't think I've seen mine.
Huh. Maybe my man reads mine before I get it.
Did you get your address changed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been getting them.
Okay. I know the mail's sorted weird, and
I got one time where the whole front cover was ripped off.
Oh, really?
The post office took all the pieces and stuck it in a little Ziploc and gave it to me.
The note they put in is great. It's like, we're sorry our machine ate your stuff. It's a kind of cool note. We think this is all the pieces you had. I haven't had a problem with the magazine, but we're listed in there with the good old field day results. That was pretty
that's
cool.
what I was saying. At field day results, it's the December issue anyway.
Yep, it's found a link last night.
I also have access to the digital, but I haven't been on there in a while.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I do is digital stuff and make that happen. But yeah, that was pretty good. We need to beat up old Thomas Hayes if he's listening, because he was sandbagging us. He got 2,500 points out of his little hacienda. He must have been up all night for 580 some connections or contacts. He was smoking. He said he was busy. I think that was under.
The rules were weird this year.
Yeah, it was kind of neat to aggregate everybody. We had what?
Or agitate.
And agitate's different. That's different. But we had, I think, roughly 3,500 points from the firehouse, and then total we ran 10,700, something like that. So we had a lot of good. 15 folks put in a lot of good effort for us. So kind of cool.
Shit.
Hey, Mark.
Yep.
Type this in, go to the internet and type this in right quick. Take a look at it.
Okay.
www.nasa.gov/multimedia/NASA TV/ISS_Ustream.html.
U as in the letter U or YOU?
U as in just you.
Okay.
Ustream.html. Look at and click on the center picture where you go live. You see it?
Getting there. There we go. Yep.
Now look just below the Dragon, the Dragon spaceship. What do you see on that white flat panel at the bottom?
Little antenna, isn't it?
Yeah, there it is.
Huh.
That's their antenna.
Cool.
Show it again.
It's on there right here in this.
They got it in the live shot.
I see it.
See it?
I see it. Yeah.
That's how big it is.
Yeah. When you're tall, you doesn't care how big it is.
No.
Wow.
That's their antenna.
Yeah, that was cool. I watched the docking last night. That was kind of neat to watch that auto dock. Man, it came in smooth.
Mm-hmm. I zoomed in on that antenna. That sucker can't be more than about 6 inches high.
Well, that's probably 19. It's probably a quarter wave.
It might be. It
That's
didn't
what I
look
was
like
thinking.
it didn't look that big when I zoomed in on it. It looked like a dinky little antenna.
Yeah.
I figured it just run a stinger.
Yeah.
Well, at least they don't have to worry about anything hitting it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, hopefully.
And if it does hit it, it's going to be so fast.
You only worry about it once.
See, whoops, close it.
I'm going to say 73, guys. I'll see you
Well,
tomorrow,
you can just say,
I
you
guess.
can just say bye.
All right, Bill.
73, Bill.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye, Bill.
Good night, Bill.
Later, Bill.
No cats.
Got any hair up there though? From the cat?
Golly. Oh. Shit. This one here.
Hey, Mark, that's a neat shot that you can go inside and look at the end, get a tour of the ISS.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that right now, and I'm looking at their new setup they got in there. That's pretty cool.
The rig, the radio stuff.
Yeah, but they've also got, looks like 3 brand new laptops mounted to the wall.
Nifty.
Uh-huh. One of them looks like it's hooked down through the rig setup.
Well, they got to have at least one for the RIDI and that stuff.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like their workbench.
Let's go look.
That is really cool, that workbench.
What do you look at? Where were you heading for? How'd you get into
If I just typed live look inside of the International Space Station. I Googled it.
Ah, okay.
And it pulls up a YouTube video of it. And you want to click on the first one. It's the International Space Station. It says ISS, International Space Station.
Can you just grab the link and stick it in the chat?
And Galen's got his own spaceship going there.
Yeah. But if you go to that particular one, did you find it? It's about 29 minutes long.
Fuck me.
Uh-oh. Is that a bomb pop, Galen?
Thunderbirds are go.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's a bad memory. Oh, man. That had to be the worst production values of anything, but it was an awesome show. I watched I watched the dickens out of that one. That's funny.
Hey, Mark, the new laptops
Yeah.
look like HP laptops.
There you go.
About 17-inch screen laptops.
And
Okay, I'm out, guys. I'm about to fall asleep, so I'll catch you guys later.
All
Hey,
right.
take it easy, Wayne. Be safe.
Good.
See ya.
Take care, Wayne.
Good night, Wayne.
No, that is one cool looking workbench they've got.
Stick that link in there. Copy that link in there. Thunderbirds are go. Oh my gosh. Of course,
Now
it was
look at
made-
it now, Mark.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh man! That says this. The model stuff was done in New Zealand, huh? Huh. Oh, there it is. There's the. Wait a minute. What's this? Did they do a movie? Another TV show? It says 2015.
No, they got an updated one.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not the original.
No, they got an updated one. They just did.
That's the 60s. There you go. That's the one I remember. Oh, the Thunderbirds Argo was a movie in 66. Thunderbird 6 in 68. Yeah, I remember that clunky puppet thing. That was so fun.
Is that the one where you had to drink Thunderbird wine along with it?
No, we were 6 or we were tiny. You couldn't drink wine.
No, but it would help.
No.
There you go, Mark.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
See, that's new stuff.
Old stuff.
See, that's the new stuff. That's way too high quality. Way too high quality.
Oh my, yes.
I mean, this.
We went back and watched quite a few of those a while ago. So I'm trying to remember what channel it was on. What streaming service or whatever.
Oh yeah, International Rescue. That's right. Oh, I forgot about that. Hell, that's going to be Elon Musk of the 60s, isn't it?
Pretty much.
God.
Yeah, that's good.
Without the attitude.
Maybe. Maybe. Thunderbird, that's right. Thunderbird 1. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Oh, I'll have to figure what service we watch those on. I'll let you know. Or can you find it already?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure. Let's see what is it? How can I stream? How can I watch? How can I watch? Yeah, that Argo must be the new one. Yeah, those are the critters right there. There they are. Heck, they're just.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was hilarious.
On YouTube or what?
This came through a Bing search, but
yeah, let's see where
Daily Motion is what it's. 3, 2, 1.
So what site did it actually end up on?
I don't know. Let's see.
Can you go full screen? That's the thing. And is it a full episode? Thunderbirds Argo.
My God, this is back when we had 20 minutes of intro for an hour movie.
Well, I'm glad I could bring some joy into your life this evening.
Oh my goodness.
But it's unlike some of the others. I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Oh, so we're blaming Galen for this. Okay.
No,
It's
yeah,
been
Galen's
early morning call out for radio problems all week. So
Did you
we'll
get
see
all
y'all
that
later.
fixed? Did you get all that fixed? Or are you still fighting?
Which one?
Okay, I got my answer.
Oh, by the way, Galen,
Yes.
you'll be happy to know that on Saturday, all the sirens were going around here just great.
Not all of them.
All of them around me were.
I was gonna say I've got 4 or 5 that are broke. So
Well, I can tell you the one on Northeast 27th, the one up here on Bryant, man, they were wailing.
I know the one at 12th Street Park worked because that's where I was at.
Well,
Working on radio stuff.
I knew that answer.
Yeah,
Yay, Carl, I love that one too. So we'll see you guys.
See you,
See you,
Galen.
Galen. Thanks.
Take care, Galen.
Thanks.
Take care.
Eye worm.
And I'm curious, you guys, are your local sirens test to the minute, or do they kind of test within a window? Because I've noticed mine here in the west side of Indianapolis, they kind of test within about a 20-minute window, and sometimes if you're not thinking about it, you'll just, what the?
Now they fire here all at once, and now
Yeah.
there may be a little delay that you're hearing, and that's usually the audio delay. Like if I'm sitting in my house, I can hear 9 sirens, and I can hear them fire up in sequence.
And technically, I'm actually not in a city, so I'm hearing the ones from the city to the south of me. But yeah, they don't seem to fire it off at the same exact minute every day.
Oh no, they're between like Norman and Moore. They're all right at noon. I mean, we all
Yeah. These guys are like between 11 and noon.
Now the city.
Whenever somebody pushes the button.
Ours come off of a PC controller, and you can set your watch by it pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah. These are like seemingly like whenever somebody pushes the button, like I said, Phil. And good to see you, Phil.
Good to see you, Don.
Yeah, that's the way it is in down here in Johnson County. They are set up on a timer or a PC or something. Because they fire off, but they don't always. But you know when the time changes, they fire off an hour early.
Oh,
So I guess I'll have to actually record when they go, because it usually seems it's around 11:20. So maybe 11:20 actually is the time, and I'm just not recording that.
We have had one or two occasions where someone forgot to set the clock.
I don't even think they bother setting the clock. They don't even. I'm not even sure how they're updating that, because ever since the time change, it's going off at 11 o'clock on Fridays.
What's amazing is how much people will howl and whine and bitch because the siren tested an hour early.
Yeah. Go figure, right?
Go figure.
Hey, just be glad the thing works.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're trying to give them a service. It's probably the only service that the city of Norman provides to the general population without putting it on your water bill.
Oh, in my case, not even being in the city, just on the edge of it, even better.
Yeah.
So I have no water bill.
Well, I moved into this house. I was going to dig a well, and they said you can't do that. Why not? You have to have a water bill in the city of Norman. You have to buy water. I said, I don't need water. No, but we need that bill. We need something to charge you for.
For your gas, for your trash pickup.
Well, I get trash. I have a well.
That all goes on the water bill.
I have in the city, and I've haven't paid a water bill since 1989 or 90. But I get a trash bill, and I have water well water, so they separate it. Now, if you are in a service area, yes, they require that you get that, and then the DEQ is the one that controls the wells, how many wells you can put in and where they're at.
How many wells do you need, Mark?
And how deep you can go.
Well, I don't know. I got 3, but that's a couple properties. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, three on the same property.
I got 2 on the side. I got 2 here, and then 1 at the other place. No, I got
Want
4.
to back up, or no? I'm curious.
They built. I don't know why they built the second one. The first one has been there since the 60s, and then when they built this house, they drilled a separate well.
Oh, okay. So they were already there.
Yeah, and I didn't draw them, and then the other 2 properties have a well each.
Do you have to get those tested every year or something, or every couple years?
You can. In Oklahoma, they'll test it for free if you send the water in.
Yeah.
Of course, the big question is how long it takes the water to get from where you live up to the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Ada, and it was like a 3-day trip for the water file to get up to the state. And sometimes they send the thing back and they say, well, it's contaminated. And we send it in again and it was fine.
Yeah. What they do here, the water is just really good stuff. It's like 120 to 150 feet in most places. And
that's good stuff.
Yeah. And if you start a new well, you dump a gallon of bleach in there, and you just circle the water down through it.
Our water was great when we lived out Timberline.
Yeah, that's if you have a problem. I had a buddy that his well quit working, so the well company came out and pulled the well, and they found mouse parts in the pump.
Those are called Mises pieces.
And apparently he had taken the top of his well off and didn't put it back on. And the mice had crawled down in there, and they had enough of them that plugged into the thing. And he said, yeah, it's been slowing down for the last 6 months. And I went, you know what that means, don't you? And he goes, that means we don't tell my wife this story.
Yes. I can see that.
Into town.
Yeah.
So we got a gallon of bleach, and when they put the new well, in place,
gallon?
Yeah, it poured a gallon into the well from the top.
Oh my God!
That's what I used to use.
Yeah,
a gallon of bleach.
Yeah,
we had a huge well.
And then we just sat there and ran a hose down back into the well, so it would just circulating. And the well guy says, yeah, most of the time that's all you need. See you later. So I brought soda pops every time I went to his house, and him and I laughed, and his wife didn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
I wanted a geothermal. So they told me I needed 6 wells. That's 1 per ton of air conditioning, right? And I was going to have 6 wells on this 90-foot lot. And the city of Norman just totally got their panties in a wad.
Oh, yeah.
They'll do it now. But you don't need that many wells anymore.
Well, it depends on how much coal you can pull out of that hole.
Yep.
Well, that was geothermal wells, or was that
geothermal?
Well, geothermal.
Oh,
geothermal.
Yeah, I don't see why they would have a problem with that, but
it was right on the golf course, and they thought maybe it wasn't going to look good.
You can't see them; they're all underground.
Yeah, go figure, right?
Yeah.
And you weren't going to be near their water supply.
Those are closed wells anyway.
Oh, Norman's water supply is off the lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's halfway off the lakes now.
Okay, Mark, you know more about it than I do, but my understanding it was mostly off the lakes.
Yeah, no,
They
they're
go
way
to
past
the
that.
Gerber Garmin aquifer.
Yeah, Garber. Yeah.
Oh, they've got wells going now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the city goes to the aquifer.
Yeah, there's half and half. If you're on the east side, you get.
I figured they just ran the hell out of Thunderbird.
Nope. No, they're at their limit. They only get a third of the water. A third goes to Del City, and a third goes to Moore.
Del City can dry up to die, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but they don't think that.
Well, they probably get a lot of money from them too. So there you go.
No, they just pull their third, and here's the lake height. There's where's where we're at right now. Right at the top of the conservation pool, so that's right where they want to be.
Yeah. I remember it was just about at the point where we were going to flood the people downstream. What was that, about 18 months ago?
Yeah, probably.
Was that 2 years ago?
Probably. Yeah, it was way down for a long time. That's why I have it in my little quick links, is it was way down.
No, it was way. Remember when it was way up, and you were telling me that they shouldn't. In my opinion, they should have pulled the gates, but they didn't want to pull the gates because they were people that would drown downstream.
Yep.
So why would you have the gates?
Well, that case there was so much. The idea of the dam is
we had to.
The downstream the upstream was flooded. That's actually the one that ruined the food place. What the heck was that place called? Clear Bay Grill.
Yeah.
They had, if you remember that, Don, that Clear Bay Grill that was there, they had water over.
Yeah, I've never actually been there, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, water over the outlets in the inside, so it's probably 24 inches of water.
I know the people that went bankrupt because of it.
Barry.
Yep.
Barry Moskowitz. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. City.
My wife used to work. Was his wife.
Oh, right. Barry's a good guy. What's he doing? I know last time I talked to him, he said, I'm done, just not fooling with any of that stuff anymore.
Yep.
Well, if I remember correctly, that was when the bridge was pretty much flooded as well.
That was before they put new bridges in.
The Alameda Bridge. It was covered.
Yeah, I don't remember where the new bridge is at, but
where's the new bridge?
Well, they tore those two little ones out and put two more taller ones in.
Yeah.
Twin bridges.
Okay. I didn't know it was two. I never considered those as. You're talking about Alameda, though, right?
Yep, that was on Alameda.
Oh, okay. I did not know that was rebuilt.
What?
I will have to take my car across it and see if I can hit 100 miles an hour again. Because that's what I used to do in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to see if I could hit. I used to hit that at about 50 on the one side and see if I could hit 100 by the other side. You'll mind
kind of like a Norman High School activity to me.
Well, I was a little older than that, but never got.
Mentally.
We got busted for it. No, I got busted on Alameda, short of the bridge, a couple times for doing over 50, but never for that. It's kind of hard to hide for them to hide on the bridge.
Yeah, but there's a nice park at the end that they usually sit in.
Yeah, but do you think I didn't scope that out first? I was much younger then and stupider.
You guys have a good week, and I'm gonna kick out of here.
Is this, hey Mark, is this Euro News thing, the 360 you were talking about?
Yeah, where you could go out there and you can look at all the different sections.
Holes. Yep.
Yeah, take a look at the new radio setup they got, and then look at the two new laptops they got side by side with it.
Alrighty.
It's mounted to the wall. So if you're looking down the long corridor from the entrance, it's on the left-hand side there.
Okay.
And it's really cool how they got the radio gears set up, and then they got the two laptops set in there, and then from that they've got a cable coming off of one of the laptops down to the radio gear.
Nifty.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, we were in those. Charlene and I went down for a NASA teachers conference before it was up in the air, so we got to go inside the mock-up models of all this stuff, and it's kind of cool. Kind of cool.
All right, you guys have a good one. Be safe.
All right, take care.
Take it easy.
Catch up with you.
Good night, Mark.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I'm going to bail myself.
It is about that time. Good all seeing you, and see you some other day. And tomorrow night's our class. We'll do that. And
take care, sir.
See you next Tuesday. Thank you, Sir Lee. Appreciate it. See you some other day.
I can set them tomorrow.
Up. See y'all, Tamale.
Yeah,
Night, y'all.
see you.